Blindness is a human reality. It is a human condition which results from genetic conditions, infections, accidents, or age-related issues. I myself have a vision condition that makes it difficult for me to see objects that are far away. You know how it is called, nearsightedness. But I'm sure I am not the only one with this condition. So I have to tell you, my friends, that if you see me around or somewhere else and I don't say hi to you, don't take it personal. It's not that I didn't want to say hi to you. It's that I didn't see you or I didn't recognize you, because I always see blurry faces. Today, I see clearly because I'm wearing my contacts. Thank God. But my friends, we have in today's gospel the blind Bartimaeus, who having heard enough about Jesus, about this miracle-working rabbi, cries out, "Jesus, Son of David, have pity on me. Jesus, Son of David, have pity on me." Bartimaeus cries out for healing. He wanted to see. And the urgent plea of the blind man doesn't go unheard. Jesus heard the plea of Bartimaeus and gave him back his sight. But before, Jesus asked, "What do you want me to do for you?" "What do you want me to do for you?" And Bartimaeus replies, "Master, I want to see." It is interesting that Bartimaeus, the beggar, is not asking for money. Keep in mind, the blind people in the time of Jesus were beggars, they were homeless. And here it is Bartimaeus, not asking for money, but for healing. He's asking for healing. And now we should ask, what does Bartimaeus have to do with us today? First, we need to see that his faith, Bartimaeus' faith, is an example for us. It's an example because by asking for healing, he not only gained physical sight back, he also gained spiritual sight. Spiritual sight. The spiritual sight that we lacked most of the time. Bartimaeus was able to see through the healing power of Jesus. He was able to see the world again, but in a different way, through the lenses of Jesus. His physical and his spiritual needs were met by the healing power of Jesus. You know why? Because everyone who calls on the name of the Lord will be saved. Everyone who calls on the name of the Lord will be saved. And Jesus heard the cry of Bartimaeus and saved him. My friends, the story of Bartimaeus is our own story. We are beggars like Bartimaeus. We are spiritually blind like Bartimaeus. And if we ask with faith, it'll be given to us. If we ask with faith, it'll be given to us, because what Christ did to Bartimaeus' physical eyes, he does to our spiritual eyes if we ask with faith. If we ask with faith. We all are spiritually blind. And that's why I said that Bartimaeus' story is about us. It's about us. We need to see through the lenses of Jesus. So let us together ask Jesus to heal us from our spiritual blindness. Let us tell him, Jesus, Son of David, have pity on me. Let us say it together. Jesus, Son of David, have pity on me. Let me see. Let me see, Jesus. We want to see. We want to see you. Have pity on us. I found interesting that sometimes we don't ask to be healed from our spiritual blindness. You know why? Because healing, the power of Jesus in our lives, always brings commitment. Always brings commitment. The Lord healed Bartimaeus. And what happened afterwards? Bartimaeus became a disciple of Jesus, a follower of Jesus. Because healing brings commitment. When the Lord heals us, he sends us to be disciples into the world. And that's the reason why sometimes we don't ask the Lord to be healed from our spiritual blindness, because we are so fearful of committing to the Lord. A lot of people out there are so fearful of the word commitment. And that's the reason why you see young couples who don't want to get married, because they don't want to commit for life. Just to say an example. But again, my friends, Bartimaeus is an example of faith in Jesus, who accepts Jesus' invitation to become a disciple after being healed. And I don't know if you paid attention to the gospel, but when Jesus called Bartimaeus, Bartimaeus threw aside his cloak and all that he had, meaning the Bartimaeus put off his old way of life. The way he was living, he put it off to receive new life and in Jesus, to receive new life in Jesus. And indeed he did. Bartimaeus received a new life in Jesus. Jesus restored Bartimaeus' sight and invited him to follow him. Healing brings commitment. Again, my friends, when the Lord heals us, when the Lord transforms our lives, when the Lord touches our lives, he sends us into the world to preach the gospel, to be witnesses of his power, his loving and merciful power. Therefore, my friends, if you are going to ask the Lord today to heal you from your spiritual blindness, be aware that you also need to be open to become a real disciple of Jesus. Let us close our eyes and together pray. Lord Jesus Christ, Son of God, have mercy on me, a sinner. Heal me, let me see again.